Thanks to Kai Cenat, Dr. Mike and I are seriously rethinking our launch party ideas for the virtual bog boy. So, hi, everybody. I'm Kelly at KELLYTHUL on Threads, X, Instagram, and with me as always.
I am Dr. Mike at Official Pagan on everything, even Threads. I guess I'm on X or whatever it's called now, but I'm never on there. So just Instagram. Get me on Instagram. Follow me on Threads. As soon as I figure out how that works, I'll do stuff on there. But more importantly, what you really want to do, speaking of Threads, is you want to buy some of our fine textile products that we offer in our store. You want to have us emblazoned across your chest, maybe even get it tattooed under there. So when you take the shirt off, you still have it on. That'd be pretty impressive. If you die, donate a piece of your body to me so I can add to the collection. All kinds of cool stuff that you can do. And while you're doing all of it, you can have Hard No, the world's shortest podcast, playing in the background.
And both Hard No and our merchandise are gluten free. So there's that. And I think did we settle on, so for folks who are not regular watchers of the show, and shame on you, that's the case.
You disgust me.
That's just so sad. Dr. Mike and I have big plans for our major council deployment, our first one, which I think we settled on the name was Bog Boy was going to be it, but it's basically taking the magic that was the Nintendo Virtual Boy, making it slightly less ergonomic, and slapping a Bog Panda logo on it and re-releasing it because the time is right.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this. What it needs is a head strap, but the head strap is just duct tape that you provide.
Yes, we give them a pattern. they cut the pattern out. Step one, but the list of things they need. You need duct tape, scissors. Yeah, that'd be good. I think that'll be good. So it's coming, folks. We're still in R&D on it. It'll come. We'll do the Kickstarter here sometime to.
What's a good Kickstarter goal for this? Like at least 100,000, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
And then we'll have maybe a special edition Bog Boy that'll maybe we'll include the roll of duct tape with it or something like that.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
Kelly didn't promise that. People relax.
These are things we're thinking about.
Yeah, we're spitballing ideas. We're giving you guys a peek behind the curtain. You're seeing the wizard.
But what we're not going to do is tell New York City that we've got 1,000 Bog Boys that we're distributing and come on down. Because when you do that with the PlayStation 5, like Mr. Cenat found out, things don't go so well.
Yeah. Yeah, this was interesting. I came across this. A lot of news outlets were covering this. So were you familiar with him at all? I was not.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this is gaming related, sticking with, our usual kind of topics. He is a gaming streamer. Now, do you watch gaming streamers at all?
No. I mean, I will watch people and so I haven't really done Twitch at all to any meaningful degree. So I think that'd be a great place if I was going to do it. But really the game related content I watch is more things like that are where folks are talking about devices and that type of stuff, and not actually playing. I mean, they'll show some gameplay, but it's not exclusively gameplay. It's a lot more other things that are going through. So it's more kind of people who are just talking about devices and history and that kind of stuff versus actual little bit of gameplay, but that's about it. So I don't watch a lot of gameplay unless I'm just trying to, if I'm stuck on a particular Star Wars the Skywalker saga on my Switch, I will watch some game footage to try and figure out what I need to do. But outside of helping me get through a level, I don't watch it purely for entertainment. But boy, it's big. It's a big thing. There are a lot of folks that really enjoy it, and a lot of folks have gotten really big on it. Is that something you do?
No. I can, I guess, see the appeal of it because it's like, almost like a discussion, especially when they're doing live streaming, almost like a discussion of a game you're currently playing. My thing with the live streaming of gaming, though, it's mainly newer games. And as we've discussed a lot on here, I'm more of a retro game person. So the content just doesn't really appeal to me. So maybe I would like it. And, maybe this would open up an opportunity for us. You guys, leave in the comments if you want to watch us live stream. I don't know, beat 'em and eat 'em. If we did a beat 'em and eat 'em live stream,
That
I can
should be
tell
our
from Kelly,
Twitch debut.
like 6 hours of us playing beat 'em and eat 'em.
Or we could do cooperative mode in Doom, and they'll see you charging through the level and me circling aimlessly around, going, "Which door am I supposed to go through?"
You just keep staring at the walls and you're like, the trick is don't look at the monsters.
Don't look at the monsters. That T-shirt's coming. Maybe by this video, I don't know, but don't look at the monsters. It's absolutely a T-shirt, and it's in the store at some point.
So yeah, I don't really follow this type of content, but obviously it's huge. There's a giant market for that kind of stuff. So again, if you guys want that beat 'em and eat 'em stream, Kelly might do Custer's Revenge. Personally, I'm not comfortable doing that one. I'll do beat 'em and eat 'em all day though.
Not a T-shirt. just so you know,
There's no beat 'em and eat 'em all day t-shirt.
no, I can do beat 'em all day is not a T-shirt. Just letting you know. But yeah, so it's been a bit of an evolution. So we had a while back in the good old days of 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, flash mobs, this kind of thing of, oh, we're on a social network, we tell everybody you get together at this place, and it's the digital equivalent of a pencil drop from people in high school around, pencil drop at 2:45, everybody drops their pencil. So flash mobs became kind of the next thing of kind of getting collections of people together. And originally that was more for good and community, I'd kind of say, more about just the spirit of getting together. But now people coalesce to wreak havoc. It's there's been a lot of, so I'm in Illinois. Chicago has had a really difficult time, particularly this summer, of times where a huge number of teens all of a sudden communicate, collect in one spot, and take over blocks of the city for a while. It caused mayhem and all kinds of stuff for a while. And that's kind of what happened here in New York as well. But at least to me, the Chicago stuff so far appears to just be people wanting to mess stuff up, get together, mess stuff up. This, at least PlayStation 5 was involved, which is, I mean, that feels a little better, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So this influencer, Kai, who does live streaming, had said that he was going to be giving away some PlayStation 5s and then tons of like gift cards and stuff like that. And apparently posted a video of himself with like a stack of $100 gift cards for things that they were going to give away. Now, a lot of people, especially like live streamers and things, will do giveaways and things like that in order to pull that live audience in. Makes perfect sense. It's good advertisement for them. It's giving something back to the fans, so I think it's cool doing stuff like that. And of course, good advertisement for whoever provided the products for them to give away. So all that's great. I have no problem with any of that. You are starting to see them announce things for like public areas and venues like this, though. And of course, the problem with that, as they ran into, is the bigger the streamer is, and the more these things become part of the public consciousness, the more people show up for them. Mm-hmm. So not only do they have more fans who are going to show up, but now people are just aware that these things happen. So there was probably people there who aren't even fans of his content, who just showed up to try to get a free PlayStation 5 or a gift card or anything like that. So you had a huge number of people show up. This was not like a sanctioned event. He didn't have any kind of permits. There was no security or anything like that. They didn't even contact the police to let them know that they were doing this, apparently. So he is being charged with a crime, with inciting a riot, which is a felony. So, and the best part about it is, well, not best, but the most interesting part about it is, from everything I can see, it doesn't look like anything was actually given away in the end. because this just turned into mayhem right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. I think the wheels spun off. So somewhere there's this pile of 1,000 PlayStation 5s. We need to find that. It's go to Google Earth and start searching the area. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing about it, because it just got out of hand so quickly. The whole, I mean, I think the whole process of giving it away to a large crowd was not going to play out well anyway. Even
That yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I understand like building the excitement of a live event. I participate in stuff for live events for my music stuff and all that, and we do all kinds of weird stuff and shows, of course. But when you're dealing with a large crowd of people and you're giving something of value to one person and not the other people, there's no way that's going to go well. For anybody who lives in a big city, that's an obvious thing to them in or around a big city. If you haven't, it turns into this when one person has something that the other people around them want. So even if everybody was orderly and he came out and he had only, 10 PlayStation 5s, which is a lot, but if he had 10 PlayStation 5s to give away and there's 1,000 people there, 900, 990 people aren't going to get PlayStation 5s and 10 people have them walking around in that crowd, something's going to happen to some of those people.
yeah, and I find it highly unlikely that he's got hardened infrastructure surrounding his inventory to begin with. I think it's all in his trunk. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, apparently from what I was seeing, he just like came in an SUV with some of his friends.
Yeah, I mean, seemed like a good idea at the time. Actually, probably never seemed like a really good idea.
No.
But
Yeah, this was clearly something that wasn't well thought out, definitely not well executed. And as Kelly pointed out, there was no good way to execute this plan. So even had it been thought out, it should have been shut down right away. There was better ways to handle doing something like this. Obviously, this was never going to work.
yeah, where for the Bog Boy giveaway, when we do that, Mike and I will both be in Pope mobiles, cruising around, the glass all surrounding us on there, and we're going to give away one, you know. So we'll have to see how that works out. But
We'll shoot it from a cannon.
Yeah, that'll be. Yep, that'll be good. We should bring some t-shirts, and use the t-shirt gun too, because I think that would be good. But yeah, I think we need to shoot the Bog Boy at a cannon deep into the crowd. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with that plan. That seems perfectly sound.
Do you remember in the 80s there was a Christian band called Striper? They're still around.
Yes.
I shouldn't say was, not past tense. They're still a band. In their early days, they would throw Bibles into the crowd, and multiple people got hurt getting hit with Bibles. And there were some lawsuits and things with that, so they had to stop doing that. But I always thought that was funny. Like, what were you thinking? They're like, the Bible's not a little book. That's a hefty book. And these weren't like little pocket Bibles that you get at like a dollar store. They're like full-size Bibles that they're just flinging into the crowd of people.
Yeah, at the minimum, lob it out underhand, guys.
Yeah.
Because if you're coming over the top with the Bible, you're going to clock somebody, and it's going to be all over for them. They're going to have Isaiah across their forehead and drop. So, not a good deal. But yeah, that no, I was unaware of the Bible battery that occurred at Striper concert.
I've seen it brought up a few times on different things. And it's pretty funny because they were talking about like different times bands have thrown things into crowds and problems that's caused. And Striper's usually at the top of that list for throw because they did it multiple times and hurt people multiple times. Like they didn't learn the first time somebody got hurt.
Well, we've learned from Kai's experience. So
that's not how we're handling the Bog Boy launch.
Bog Boy launch will be entirely different. And
you're gonna meet us in like some sketchy bathroom somewhere. It's gonna be like cicada style instructions to find everything. It'll be like an alternate reality game that leads you right to Kelly's house.
I just want my Pope mobile. Be driving around in my Pope.
He'll be in his driveway in his Pope mobile, shooting t-shirts at people to keep them at bay.
There you go. I like that. With the main one be look away from the monsters. So that'll be good to do. Excellent. All right. So lessons learned. We're ready to go. We'll be doing that. Share your Bog Boy love. I think we need a Bog Boy t-shirt too. So we'll have to
Bog Boy and beat him and eat him all day.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bog Panda.